It's
Daniel.
very nice having a namesake.
Yeah. Welcome back to Inside Campus, and I'm your host here. I'm with a new guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Olajuigbe Daniel Oluwasomi, and I'm the General Secretary elect for the 25-26 at NUESA administration, Abwad.
Congrats on winning General Secretary.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I heard about Operation Excellence when you were going for your campaign,
Oh, sounds
and
good.
it seemed like something interesting. I would like to know what it's about.
Okay, so simply put, Operation Excellence is my vision under the role of General Secretary. It is aimed at engineering solutions to already existing issues in the college and elevating greatness, that is building upon the work of other administration, upon the wonderful things that we have in the college already.
Have you been involved in leadership before?
Yeah, I have. The president and founder of the Action Initiative, a non-profit I founded in 2021.
In
Um,
this school?
no, that one it's in Lagos. It's
Oh,
based in
okay.
Lagos. And besides that, I've also had a number of leadership positions. I'm the Nigerian National Coordinator for Think Ocean, the Nigeria representative for the Rise Scholarship Award, True Metal, an ambassador for Captain Planet Foundation, um, one of the young leaders for the Super Squad leader. They show also under Captain Planet. And besides that, within school, I was the general secretary for ASVA, that's the Abwad Salt Valley Associates. These, among others, are leadership positions I have held and that I am really proud of.
That's a lot, though.
Thank you.
But also in your secondary school, were you did you guys have prefectship as in head boy, head girl?
Yeah, we had that.
Were you involved in
Nah, I wasn't a prefect. I wasn't a prefect for some reasons. Don't know if I share the reason. Personally, it was like this. They told me that they didn't want to make me a prefect because they felt like I really, if I see something that is wrong, I always say it. So like they feel
you're
like
too
they
real?
can. Yeah. Because personally, the way I see it, um, see, life is easy, you know. When you see something, call it as it is, and that's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I've always been. So even right in secondary school, if I see an issue, I'll call it out. I could even go as far. Remember back then, I wrote a letter to my principal and vice principal over an issue, and she was surprised like a student is writing a letter to that kind of
Yes.
thing. But like that's why I believe in like the voice of the people. Whenever something is wrong, you say it out, and that was the whole issue back then. So back then, I mean, since it was decided by teachers, they didn't want anybody that could do
Oh.
that. So that was the case.
So what are your plans for NUESA?
The plans for NUESA, yeah, five key missions under Project Excellence. The first one is strictly administrative. I want to ensure that we have like letters. I mean, that one is going to be within the administration, or memos as well, communicating with the students effectively. It's not just when there's a big decision to be made or when there's something that is not so nice happens and we have to like relate to this. I want it to be something regular. Something under that as well is that the students will have a voice. I want to make sure that before making any like putting out any memo out there, students have actually be filled in. If it's just like class reps for each department across each levels, they are filled in when we're about to make a major decision before we put out the memo, so that we don't just put out a memo and then people now critique the memo but we can't change anything about it because we've already put out that memo. You feel me? So that's the first one, strictly administrative, ensuring the students have a voice, communicating with them regularly through memos, through a newsletter as well. The second one is within the administration, that is ensuring perfect record keeping and the transfer of documents, files, everything related to administration. Right from the beginning, everything is going to be saved and everything is going to be accessible to all executives. And year and year after, new executives can go on to the files, every single thing we were involved in, from the minutes of the meetings to the posters for the event to a report on how the event went and everything really, issues that we face as well, a report of each month and all that, so they can have access to it. Because one thing you want to do is that every administration has something special about them, something that helped them to work. So you want to make sure this information is relayed to the next upcoming administration that is going to be there, and also for anyone that has an issue that would find that quite useful. Now, the third mission is this. It is a scholarship training for a scholarship training by the U.S. General Consulate Lagos, and we're going to have a representative from there. Mr. Clemson Ayebusi is one of the heads of the Public Affairs Division, and he's a very incredible man, a very wonderful professional. He's a close family friend, and we're going to have him come over to Abwad, and he's going to talk to us about scholarship opportunities available.
Also, concerning scholarships,
Yeah,
does this school offer any scholarships?
yeah. The school offers some scholarships. That one is funded by the founder himself. So there are many students that you wouldn't
Afe
even know that
Babalola.
exactly are dearly beloved founder, and there are many students that are on scholarship that you don't even have an idea on. And more on the whole scholarship thing, it's going to be scholarship based on the United States. It's by United States Department of Education, because what they are concerned is sharing their vision and their culture and their skills and what they have for them, sharing it with the rest of the world. Why that one is so dear to me is this: many people came into this school without planning to be in this school. I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I came into this school with the idea that okay, I'll just be here for 1 year and then go back to the United States.
Okay.
And I'm in 400 level now, so like it's one of those things. But like many people, that's how it is for them. I spoke with a young guy, he's in 100 level as well. He's really smart, and if you know the number of things he has been working on and all that, but we need guidance in these things, you know. Sometimes you need professional advice and help. And finally, yeah, especially even for our final year students, how they're going to get their masters, how they're going to get their PhD. I have two incredible sisters, and both of them, as soon as they were done with uni, they had fully funded scholarships. One
Fully
is
funded.
yeah, fully funded. One is
Wow.
has a PhD in the US. The other one is having a master's in Europe. That's Erasmus. That one is in three countries: Belgium, Spain, and France. So, but these opportunities are out there. But there are some things I'm telling you, there are some things you can't know until someone within that scope comes to break it down and explain it to you. Besides all that, it's not just going to be come and talk about scholarships. Also learn about opportunities for internship, exchange programs, and just having a good time learning about, you know, how education is like in the US, with some people are ambitious to go study there, and learning about how you can actually work with people, have mentors, and all that in that field. The fourth one is the Abward's ICP code cohort. So that one is basically a training on blockchain. I don't even know anything about blockchain, but all these
Blockchain.
NFTs, one time payments, and the likes.
Okay, I know.
Exactly. So knowing how to actually engineer them, how to actually create them, because the blockchain industry, it is so vast right now. I'm telling you, it's so vast. We have young people making so much money. I have wonderful friends, and these guys they make a lot of money, and it doesn't affect the academics in a negative way. So instead of, I mean, it's something you can learn on your own with YouTube videos and all that, but instead of learning on your own again, why don't we have professional guidance? Because I'm telling you, a good priority for students is their finances. So why don't we teach them how to work on their finances? And you know, something like, oh, I'm not into tech, I don't know how to code. No, come as plain as you are. So that one, I mean, we're already working on it. I hope to orchestrate a partnership between NUESA and the ICPI code cohorts. I helped do that 2 months ago, and as of now, the program is scheduled to hold next semester. It was going to be this semester, but there were so many activities this semester. So my plan is that it's going to become a yearly activity in NABAD. It's going to be a 1 or 2 day training, and it's fully funded as well. It has all been approved. So I mean, by the body that is coming. So they're going to give even like a bit of grants, a bit of incentives for the winners for a quick hackathon that they do and product development. So it's going to be really fun. Finally, um, the last mission of Project Excellence is this: we want to have a competition based on sustainability in engineering. Now, a lot of us have been hearing about eco-friendly. What's like eco-friendly? What's like making things solar based, making things to have less impact on the environment. We'll be hearing a lot of things like that. Now, many people don't know that these things are going to be enacted into laws. More and more of these things very soon. Me personally, I've done a lot of work in the conservation industry, and I've learned a lot of things from there. So now the world is moving towards solar paneled vehicles, paneled machinery. The world is moving towards electric powered vehicles, electric powered machinery. The world is moving towards less direct use of fossil fuels, but more renewable energy. So how do we capitalize on that as engineering students? We have to know how to thrive in an industry whereby sustainable energy is what is being used and it's even enacted into the law. So how do we go about this? I work with the Captain Planet Foundation. I've worked with them for like 5 years now. They're phenomenal people, and they're based in the United States, Atlanta, Georgia. And under my non-profit initiative, I've won a number of grants from them, which I've used to go about the vision of my non-profit in Nigeria. We even had an event in Lekki some months ago. That was on the break. We had some notable members present. The former NUESA president, that is
Osigwe.
no, he's still the present
Okay, okay,
president.
sorry.
The former NUESA president, that's Aziz Ashraf Olashubomi. He was there. A couple other like students in Nabad were there. Even some students in MHS college were there as well. It was a very fun event at the beach, learning about
Beach.
sustaining. Yeah, you know, make it seem because well, each place is more talks more about nature than the beach. And over there, we even spoke on sustainable architecture. We had a lot of amazing people there. We had people in tech, we had people in architecture, we had people in health as well. Wonderful industries, accomplished professionals coming to talk about this. How do you actually work on a more sustainable future? So now, what we're going to be having in Nabad is going to be like this. Is the event is going to be sponsored by the Captain Planet Foundation, and it's going to be a competition whereby you bring your ideas on what sustainable item you can produce, what innovation you can work on, or what invention you can come about. But it has to be eco-friendly. It has to be good for the environment. But at least it shouldn't be as bad as it is for the environment presently.
Okay.
So everyone is going to, I mean, interested people are going to register. They are going to work on it. If you can work on hardware, you can work on software. You can develop an idea, pitch it, similar to the Epic event. But this one is going to be made just exclusive for students in Abwad with a higher priority or access and for benefits for students in
For
engineering college. So it's going to be like that. And at the end of the day, we are going to have a team of incredible people come as judges for it. Some people I have planned um, the Honorable Sheon Fakwade. That's the commissioner for tech innovation and science technology. We are going to have the plan on of also having Ms. Doyin Sola Ogunye. That's the founder of Medec and Riswaye. All these people are outside. We're going to have some notable people, I mean, in the school present there as well. But for the judges, at least maybe one or two people from the school. So they are going to judge each project and each idea people bring up. You can build up something already. I'll advise that, but you can also bring up an idea. How about because I have a friend that he built a power bank that is also a torchlight, so it can charge your phone. You cannot use you also use it for torchlight. Something as simple as that. That is quite sustainable. But you can also pitch an idea. What idea do you have for making sure that, I mean, some things that we spend so much time and money on. So that's all on Project Excellence. At the end of the day, the winners for that first place is going to receive 250,000. Second place,
250,000.
yeah, 150,000, third place 100,000. It could go higher as well, depending on how things are, but that's the least amount we'll be giving out. All students as well that are in attendance would receive a seminar on the whole sustainability, and they also receive refreshments. They'll have a good time. So, and at the end of the day, international connections too. So that's basically everything on Project X Operation Excellence. Working with everyone in the administration that has also been elected to achieve that in office, and I plan that this will be achieved within our first 100 days in office. That's that.
Okay, so we heard that you're on a first class. You've been on a first class since you've been in 100 level, and I
Yeah.
want to know how should I call it how you're able to achieve that and how it has been for you. Has it been easy, hard, or what advice would you give to students who are looking forward to being on a first class?
Okay, regarding that, yes, that is true. I've been on first class since getting here, as well. I've also been top of my class as well. But I mean, most times really giving advice on that can be a bit tricky, because sometimes what works for you may not work for someone else. But this is what works for me, and I believe it will work for a lot of people if they tried it. Whatever you do, just start reading from the beginning of the semester. Even if you are not serious about the reading, if you can just dedicate like 1 hour a day to study, just do that. Because like that helps to ensure that you don't forget things. It also ensures that when tests and exams are coming, you are just revising at that point, and you have more time to like study like the front, the back, the middle, every single thing that the course is about. That's what I do. That's what I have been doing, reading from early on in the semester. However, in the last 2 semesters, to be very honest with you, I actually haven't done that. I did a lot of crash studies. Well, that was not nice. It is more tasking. Also, before every test and exam, this is a personal thing though. I sleep late a lot on a normal day. So, but before every test and exam, I don't sleep the entire night. So I go in like as I've been reading like this. I go in it straight on to the exam hall to write it. And I'll say finally, also having a good relationship with your lecturers, because when you have a good relationship with your lecturers, you can actually like ask them in class that, sir, what's the AOC, where are we to stop
Area
reading
of
at this point.
concentration,
You can even ask that, sir, please, can we have this test postponed till like next year or something. I mean, all those things, they go a long way. And also working with others, please, whatever you do, don't isolate yourself. I used to isolate myself earlier on when I first got here, because I came in as a transfer student, so I didn't really know.
yeah. You transferred to.
Yeah, I didn't really know a lot of people, so I was just studying myself. And guess what happened? I came for like 2 exams 30 minutes late. Like after that day, I said that no, I'm definitely going to work in. So even though I don't study with others, like I have a friend that we do this kind of thing. Like, okay, as he's solving past questions, I'm studying the main notes. So we like go over each other's work, things like that. Don't isolate yourself. So basically, start studying from early on in the semester, work with others, have a good relationship with your lecturers, and you'll be good to go.
So it's a wrap. It was nice having you.
Okay, it was really nice talking with you as well.